would always come in at night, and we would just feed them. We would save our food, you know, a little bit of food each meal, and feed the mice because it was. I mean,
Some
shit, that was like TV. It was the most exciting thing we've seen all day. You know.
that sounds reasonable. AS. Ah,
So
well, yeah.
I gotta bring this up. Did you see the video of what they did to the dude's excavators in Canada?
The stealing the gas or
No, no. So there's a construction site and they have heavy equipment, and all their heavy equipment was vandalized. The positive wire and the negative wire was cut. Uh, the positive and negative for the solenoid was cut. The gas lines were cut. They were filled with spray foam, and they opened up like the circuit breaker boxes and cut every single wire that they could,
oh my god.
along with the hydraulic lines they cut. So the guys on the phone calls the cops, uh, Canadian Royal Mounted Police or whatever the hell they call it, and he's like, "Yeah, I want to report a crime. All the equipment." They said, "Oh no, we did that." Excuse me? Yeah, we didn't want it being used in the illegal protests, so we came and disabled all your vehicles.
Oh, I'd sue the hell out of him.
Oh my God, I wouldn't bother suing them. I would take a trip right down there.
What was his name? Marvin.
I would be playing whack-a-mole,
I
but
heard about
live.
Marvin today. Marvin was this guy who lived in a house and had some property, and they decided to build a cement mixing plant next to him. And he kept going to the city council and zoning meetings, and it didn't work. So they built a cement plant next to his house and property.
All right.
A year later, this heavily armored tank, we're talking with places that were a foot thick in steel, came down the street, ran over the courthouse, the police station, all the cityman council houses, hardware store, and a few other buildings.
Well, I would take the hardware store. Not the hardware store didn't do you anything, do you?
Well, I guess the owner of the hardware store was a councilman or something.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, the police came with armor piercing bullets and nothing. So finally, the engine blew, and the tank was sitting there, and it took them 7 hours to cut their way in. And they opened the hatch, and there's Marvin, who had committed suicide. But he got his revenge.
Yep.
He wrecked over $7 million of buildings.
They don't. The saying of "revenge is a dish best served cold" is not a saying for the hell of it. It really is. It really does mean it. You know.
I mean, it sounds like fun to me, running over buildings and
Oh,
houses.
I'd have a ball. I mean, if I'm going out, I'm going out like that.
Yeah. You know, and the police tried to blockade him with their largest vehicles, and the tank thing just pushed him out of the way.
Yep.
So I'm almost thinking we should change days to the middle of the week, and there's actually a couple reasons. The main one being Tuesday is my busy day.
Mm.
And if I stay up too late, then Tuesday really sucks.
Yeah.
Because the new local fish store, he's a young kid, and he saved up quite a while, knowing that the first couple of years of business are really hard. Opened a fish room store, and he's actually was doing quite well. And right now he's having an argument with the landlord or he's staying his last month and moving, because they're trying to tell him the heater that broke is part of what he needs to replace. $8,000 to $10,000 to replace the heater in this building.
No, well, depending on what state he's in, that's what renting is. That's part
Yeah,
of the building.
yeah, he's in New Mexico, and
Oh
they're
yeah,
saying that it's a wear and tear item, not part of the building. Um, but like you said, he only has a month left, but he had to close because it's just too cold to keep the store open. And I guess he took all his fish to his house.
I would just take their ass to court because he'd win in a heartbeat.
Yeah, well, his lawyer is handling it. But I gave him, well, hopefully 12 or 13 if we
Well,
can put
hey,
him in
wait,
that.
no. Then in that case, tell him to take the heater when he leaves. You're not going to fix it. You're going to buy a whole new one for the next tenant. You said that heater's mine. I have to fix it. I'm taking my heater.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
Don't even leave it there for them to be able to fix it. Make them replace the whole goddamn thing. It's a spite thing.
Spite is good.
Yep.
So anyway, he's got enough to worry about, so I just gave him the tanks. I'm going to bring him down tomorrow because he really is trying. And I mean, he saved up money for a few years, knowing that, it takes a couple years for your business to get off the ground.
Yep.
And he was like, "Oh, you just don't understand what that means." And then I'll pick up. I'm becoming the feather fin dumping ground.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting two more feather fins tomorrow. The guy thought that they would get no bigger than 3 inches. They're 4 inches now.
Yeah, feather fins get isn't it 6 to 8 inches?
Up to 9 or 10, actually.
Yeah, well, it's a big fish.
Yeah. So,
This is why you should read books, people.
yes, and figure out what you're getting before you get it.
Just because a fish looks cool doesn't necessarily mean you can keep it.
The first bristlenose I bought from a pet store turned out to be a sailfin pleco.
Oh, nice.
He'll only get 10 inches or so.
Yeah, but you made out because a sailfin is a lot more than a bristlenose.
Yeah, and he is really pretty. I mean, his fin is huge. That's why I like the feather fins, because they have cool fins. But I'm going to start trying to move fish stuff around. But I also have to catalog all my mom's paintings. Take them out of the box, write the name down, shed the box. Take it out of the box, write the name down, shed the box.
While you're doing that, you should label them with some kind of a code. Where you could, I got code AA45. What's AA40? Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and where they are in the shelves. So when she calls me and says, I need this one, and this one, I can just pull them.
Yep.
And
almost like a Dewey Decimal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. These kids nowadays, they don't know what that is. Remember card catalogs?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I hated those things.
And they were never right or up to date.
Our library was. Our library had, the library that we had was a great funded library in my hometown. I miss it. It's all ugly now.
The library actually still has their antique wooden one. And it's their desk.
we had giant cabinets, almost head height, that you'd have to pull, the top shelves, you'd have to pull the drawer all the way out. And there was like a panel that pulled out and you could use it as a desk.
Yeah. I remember those.
They were like 4 foot long shelves that we had.
I never really paid attention to it until one day I was leaning against the counter and I think it was my shirt or something got stuck on one of the little handles. So I started playing with it and it opened and there's still cards in there. It's like,
Yeah.
this is cool.
Honestly, I think my original library in my hometown still keeps up their card catalog. They also have it, digitized from a computer, but I'm pretty sure the last time I was there, I saw the card catalog.
Wow.
Although I don't like the building anymore because they modernized it.
Oh.
They put it used to be an awesome concrete building, big circle windows letting in a lot of light and stuff. They covered up all these windows and put like skylights in, it's all glass and stuff now.
They should leave buildings alone.
Yeah. It was an awesome, like pure 1960s, 1970s building.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Jeffrey. No, you do dream. You just don't remember your dreams.
Oh, I remember my dreams.
Everybody dreams. If you don't dream, you die. Or something like that.
Yeah, you're always in, well, no, you dream when you're in REM sleep.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah, go.
There is a spot like right before right as you go to sleep and right before you wake up that you're not dreaming, unless you wake up from a dream.
Hey,
But
Sherry.
you go through like a 3-part system when you're sleeping.
No, you only stop remembering.
Yeah. Unless it's something like detrimental. Or totally confusing. My favorite dreams is when you walk into a building and then once you're in it, you're in a totally different building.
Yeah.
Those always screwed me up. Like I'd walk into the grocery store and I'd be in like the 3-story, big mall. I'm like, how I just walked into the Jewel. How did I get to Woodfield? I don't know.
It was a transporter.
Yep.
So let's see. My tanks are all low because I keep thinking I'm going to move them. And I will one of these days. I have great dreams. God.
Most of my dreams involve tragedy, whether it be a flood, fire. My favorite, I've had the nuclear war. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I actually had, and I talked to my therapist about it, I had a sort of on the beach feeling dream. And I have post-apocalyptic dreams all the time. And they're usually pretty cool, but this was just filled with the total, utter feeling of helpless and hopelessness. And the very end of the dream, I saw all the bombs coming. And it was like, oh, I guess we're really fucked.
Yeah.
And my therapist said that was almost too normal of a dream for me. I never have like atypical dreams.
The only atypical dream I've ever had was when I was in NRC the first time I was out, I went to prison, and I kept having a recurring dream that my woman was pregnant, and lo and behold, she was.
Oh, that's a premonition. That's not a dream.
Every damn night, though, man. It was really freaking me out because I've never had the same dream every night, and for like a week straight, it was literally the same dream.
My mom has weird dreams. Like when she dreamt she was a hazelnut.
Hmm.
It's like, how can you dream you're a nut? And she said, I was like all scrunched up inside of a hazelnut. I said, well, did you do anything? And she said, I couldn't move. It's like, wow. She said, just sort of watching the world pass by as I'm laying on the ground. It's like, okay. Don't ask me what that one means, except the world is passing you by.
I would think it would have to do with something of like you're not in control of something. Like there stuff is happening and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, something like that meaning. I don't know. I never did the whole dream meaning shit.
Oh, I'm curious to find out what medication my mom's on right now, which she's stopping. She said she got up yesterday, ate breakfast, went and watched a movie that was an hour and a half long, and then was absolutely sure it was dinner time. So started taking stuff out, looked at her watch, said 12:30. She said, no, I just bought a watch battery and it's already dead. Then she looked at the clock on the wall, which said 12:30. And she said, it's lunchtime, not dinner time? Why do I think it's dinner time? So she's all freaked out.
Hmm.
So she's
Maybe it
probably,
was that boring of a movie. I mean, I've that's happened to me in movies where I'm completely bored and it feels just like it's dragging and
yeah, sometimes it takes forever to get to my house. It's like you're on the road and it just keeps going and going and going. And other times it's like you're just there.
oh, I love bird dreams though. That's awesome. Bird dreams, yeah,
Flying. Total feeling of freedom, which
yeah.
I talked to my very conservative Texas friend for an hour last night, and the feed store promised her that he would put back some ibuprofen for her in case she got COVID again.
Can't talk about that.
And, and she's not watching the Golden Girls anymore because
Why?
it turns out Betty White was into the sex trafficking with Epstein.
All of them were, dude. I mean, everyone in Hollywood is. It's
Along
sad.
with, and
It's
this,
sad. I know
this
people in Hollywood that is part of my family, and I guarantee you they're in a.
and the worst part about it, the Bush family is involved. They stole all the Mexican children from the
They took our
homeless
jobs.
and sold them all.
Yeah, I can see that.
But she was devastated. We can't talk about this. Is this another YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube's get supposedly. If it was my stream, I'd say fuck it. Piss on YouTube. But I don't care if my channel gets deleted and shit.
Yeah.
I'll just start up another one.
Yeah, I saw that you were on, Sherry. I think I was on my way out to the store. Well, yeah, that's true. You can't talk about anything anymore.
So get this. How screwed up is this? One of the actresses that's on my top 5 list is related to me. How fucked up is that?
Wow.
I didn't know she was related to me until like last year, though. She's not on my list anymore, obviously, but she was.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, go figure. I'm related to Olivia Wilde.
Well, you could be related to somebody really weird. At least she's pretty.
Yeah. Well, I'm also related to Kate McKinnon.
I'm related to Moses.
Kate McKinnon. Oh, well, I'm closer related to Olivia Wilde than I am to Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon is on the adopted family side.
I don't think
Where,
I'm related to anybody famous.
yeah. When I found out I was related, I'm like, thank God it was on the adopted side. Because no offense, she's an idiot. You know who Kate McKinnon is, right?
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters chick one.
Yeah. See, I just mess around with it when I'm live.
Oh, did you know what I just found out? Did you know Whoopi Goldberg isn't Whoopi Goldberg?
But
That's not her real name.
well, that I'm not surprised about. Who would name their kid Whoopi?
She changed her name to Whoopi because she always used to fart on set as a joke, and then she chose the last name Goldberg because it was Jewish, and that was like the in thing back then when she started, for Hollywood Jewish.
Wow.
I couldn't
Okay,
believe it.
I could handle being brave, a descendant of Braveheart.
Get this, her name is actually Karen. Caryn. Elaine Johnson is her real name. I
Wow.
never knew that. That blew my mind earlier today. I found that out.
Wow.
Yeah. Total shocker. It's like I don't know what the hell to believe anymore.
Don't believe anything, it's all lies.
Is water still wet? Is electric still bad for you? I mean, I don't know.
I think water is still wet. It depends what you do with electricity, whether it's bad for you or not.
I mean, I'm literally once I found that out, I felt like Vinny for a minute. Literally, I'm like, I don't know what the hell's real anymore.
Eh,
Because it's just like something, I've never thought about it. I just figured, the family was kind of messed up, so they named their kid a messed up name.
okay, 90 days from after the Super Bowl. I couldn't believe we went from the Super Bowl to Valentine's Day. It was like I turned on my computer and there were like hearts everywhere. And it's like, what's with the hearts? And then everybody selling things for Valentine's Day. It's like, oh great.
I'm gonna start a new business though. I thought this up. I'm gonna call it Donate to Me. It's gonna
Oh,
be a
wow.
donate. It's gonna be a donation thing. You could no holds bar. If you want to donate for Nazis, you can donate for Nazis. I don't give a shit. Anything's donatable. But I'm gonna take all the money and go buy alcohol with it. You want to save kids, kids that arm falling off, you can start a donation thing for it. But I'm taking the money and going buy alcohol.
I
I'm
think that
used
would be considered misuse of funds, though.
No, I'm using the GoFundMe business plan.
Oh, my mom told me to do that once. Use a GoFundMe because it worked for somebody else, and I said, yeah, it worked for somebody else because they have a following, and people say, "Oh, poor person." I said, nobody follows me.
Every major GoFundMe I've ever heard about and followed and thought about giving money to ended up to be a scam. Remember the homeless dude that gave the girl his last $20 for gas? That was the last one. That was all a scam.
It's a good scam.
Yeah. And then, oh my God, talking about a scam. So the homeless guy that always standing out on the corner with a sign saying, "Help me." I
With
saw
a
that.
Mercedes.
I was driving today. I saw the MFer walk into a house today. He had a bunch of stuff. He walked in. He was, and then later when I was coming back from the gas station, I saw him walking on the street and he didn't have anything. He ain't homeless.
Of course not. They busted a bunch of people in California. They followed them from where they were standing by the freeway to their cars.
I'm gonna go out with the sign. If he's homeless, so am I. I'm gonna wear a 3-piece suit and everything. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
some
no, I gotta go to California to steal a 3-piece suit first.
so some people just have too nice of things to truly be homeless.
See, I will ask the homeless people. I'll be like, "Yo, do you smoke? Yeah. Do you have any menthol? No. All I have is a cigar. Do you still want it?" If they say yes, I'll give them money. If you will smoke something other than what you want,
Oh,
you're
I love
hard up.
people who come up. Do you got a cigarette? Oh, I'm dying for a cigarette. Yeah, menthol. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It's like, then you are not dying for a cigarette, because if you were
Yep.
dying for a cigarette, you would smoke anything
Yep.
and everything. I guess they haven't taken them off the shelves, but California made menthol cigarettes against the law.
No, Biden did that. Biden made all flavored tobacco illegal.
I'll have to see if Eagle Cigarettes takes out their chocolate then. Bizarre.
But I honestly, they just need to keep their nose out of everyone's business.
Well, my
Stop.
friend was trying to convince me we're no longer free. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
we were ever free.
I don't know. Well, it depends on. I'm free. I'll do whatever the hell I want. You know. Remember in Star Wars when Princess Leia goes, the more you, how did the line go? The more you tighten your grip, the more systems will slip through your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The more rules you throw down for us, the more you're not going to control us.
Yeah, there are too many rules. But no one said you got to follow them.
Rules are made to be broken.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So So, what's everybody else doing? Did you have a fun Super Bowl day and
I didn't even
well,
bother watching it.
I didn't watch.
When I saw the TV commercial for the new Google phone, I said, "Screw this shit. I'm out." Because that was the dumbest, most racist commercial and most wrong commercial I've ever seen. They're trying to say cameras are racist because they don't take pictures of black people good. And the first couple pictures they all show are like you're inside a room with a single light, so it's dark, or the sun is right behind the person you're taking the picture of, so all you see is a dark outline. And then they go, and these are the pictures from our phone. And all the sun is behind the camera, so it's shining on the people's faces, and they're outside. And like, man, this bullshit. You don't know nothing about cameras if you think that's true. Use a flash.
Yeah.
Turn some damn lights on.
Remember those square flashes that you popped on? And it's going tweet.
Hold on.
Oh, he's got one. I bet he has one. Hey, quit picking
Because
on
I'm
the
going to
little.
blow your mind now. So, let me guess. You're talking about something like this?
See, I knew it. Yep. Those are so cool. I used to love those things.
Hey, I'll raise you.
Wow.
And it's not used. It still has all the whatever the
Filament.
hell it is in there. No, it's like, it almost looks like steel wool. It's all, you can kind of make it out.
A bigger flash.
Well, this is an older flash.
Yeah.
This is one that you would put in and it would have that, it would go in like this and it would have the big, like the reptile light shields.
Yeah.
These are the ones you just put on thing and it could. And yeah, this is a brand new one. This has never been used. All four of these are good. I didn't realize these have that in it too.
Yeah.
It's like a steel wool in the bulb.
Yeah,
It's
instead
still,
of thin wire, it's
yeah.
lots of wires.
I don't know where the hell I would have got this. It's a 9, whatever that means.
So I went to the post office today. I didn't get anything good, even though I got a package. And for some reason, I felt it just wasn't necessary to do an unboxing. I got my COVID-19 rapid antigen tests. Oh boy. Thank you, government. I was kind of disappointed. I thought maybe I got a good thing.
No, never. You should know nothing good comes in the mail.
No, my let's see, Zoomed clay balls and my mouse bucket lid and my shells are at the post office. So good things do come. So I get to make only bills, a real Shelly tank.
All I know is there was a couple things that people were bitching about. Some dude ran out onto the field. I guess they weren't calling anything on the one team, any foul or what is it, fouls or whatever. I
They're
don't know.
always going to bitch. And the Los Angeles Rams fans looted stores last night.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I saw that shit. I was listening to that shit.
Yeah, a couple of the cop watchers were on scene.
No, I had the online scanner going. It's a little behind, but you still get the gist of it.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Oh, Patrick, let's call it Head Games. Because that's the song, isn't it?
Like Hunger Games?
No, there's a song, Head Games. It was like an 80s song.
I do
Good
believe
sir.
so.
Who the hell are you talking to, hippie? Poeseewi, he
Sir.
called me sir. What the hell's the matter with him?
Yeah, I remember the first time I got called ma'am. My first thought was, God, do I look that old? I guess it's just like a Texas thing to be polite.
Well, I always mammed and sirred when I was in retail.
Well, yeah. But that's part of the job.
Yeah, but I mean, still, for me, I mean, that.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. It's necessary.
My boss once told me I could sell ice to Eskimo if I really wanted to. And when I worked at the car dealer, I found out that's not entirely true. You have to actually believe in the product you're selling and know about it.
Yeah, it does help.
I worked at a Chevy dealer for 2 weeks. I ended up leaving because
Well, I'll
well,
tell you, my neighbor and I are really good at helping our other neighbor not sell his houses.
no, because they're the first couple weeks they're teaching about all the cars and stuff. The last car we went over was the Monte Carlo SS. And it comes with dual exhaust, and oh man, so I look underneath the car, and I'm like, what does this come with? This comes with single or dual? He's like, dual. I'm like, are you sure? Yeah.
Oh, the
I said,
one are breaking into two.
no. It was because it was a V6. It went into one tube, came all the way out, went to the one side to one pipe, and then it was a dummy tailpipe on the other side. I'm like, I cannot sell this shit.
False advertising.
Yeah, you're telling me for one, it's an SS, and you're claiming it has dual exhaust, and it doesn't. Well, yeah, look, it has dual exhaust. I'm like, just stick your head up underneath the car. Where's the pipe go? Oh, that doesn't matter if it's connected. It's still dual exhaust, he says.
Still has
I'm
two
like,
tailpipes.
yeah, I'm like, dude, I can't sell your crap. Sorry, I'm out.
What's TV? I don't have TV where I live.
I don't do I mean, I do TV once in a while. But most of it.
Did you see the advertisement on TV, or have you seen the latest TV show? And it's like, one of these days you'll realize I don't have TV.
You have internet though. You don't have to have TV to have internet, you don't have to have a TV to watch TV shows. Obviously, for like the football games, the basketball games, yeah, you'd need a TV. But for like what would they call it? A sitcom show? Is that what the weekly shows?
Yeah,
You can all get that online.
I know, but you got to pay for it.
No, you don't.
Oh well, I just think that you have to pay for it, so I'm not going to pay for it, so I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, no, you don't have to pay for it. There's ways around it. If it's a cartoon based, Kiss Cartoon is real good.
Sounds weird. Yeah, you can't feed homeless. You can't do anything. Hey, Scott, you can't even walk down a public sidewalk filming.
Oh, I so want to do that. I'm going to wait until summer because we have the police department is, there's two, it's a square block, a road, and a square block. And the police department is on both square blocks. And then on like the second and third floor, they connect. So it goes over the road. And
Ah,
they have all their cop cars and stuff underneath there. But according to the Winnebago County, Illinois GIS survey, that's a public road. It's public. It's public in there. So I'm gonna walk up and down there just taking video and see what they do. I might get my ass shot.
well, when Freedom and Famous they were on a traffic stop last night, or was it the night before? And all of a sudden, you hear this loud crash, and Famous looks over and says, "There's a tree into the car," and he's yelling at the cops, "Hey, you guys! There's an accident like right down the road." And he ran to the accident and beat the two cop cars there.
Nice.
But I hope he does a follow up on it because, well, one of the lady volunteered absolutely no problem to go to the station and get a field sobriety test. And then what had everybody sort of weirded out was she said, "Civilian, why are you filming me?" And it's like, what's her job that she's calling a civilian and rather than "Hey, you"? It was really weird.
Well, something like that happened to me and my dad. What was it, like 8 o'clock at night? And all of a sudden we hear this bam, this big, big crash. So I open up my window and stick my head way out, looking, what the hell? And I see headlights in someone's front yard. I'm like, dude, there's a car that just crashed into a tree down the street. So me and my dad walk out, and then all the cops show up and leave their sirens. Like they pull up, and then they turned all their sirens on. Literally like a switch. We heard them. It wasn't that they had them on and coming closer. They parked their cars, turned their sirens on, and got out. And we saw the occupants of the car that crashed into the tree run between two houses. The cops came, guns drawn, to me and my dad in our driveway. Me and my dad are both, "You stupid asses, turn around and go that way." That's where they went. My dad's like, "I'm going to beat the shit out of you."
Well, that sucks, Patrick.
Dude, that's how they get out of paying into the 401ks. They make you leave. They do that all the time in the business industry.
Yeah, I think the only thing that saved me was having my dad.
I never did any of the 401k. I'm like, nope, screw that shit.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sort of preoccupied. I bought 2 of those round blocks. They're really expensive, and now I can't figure out where I put them. God, never put things in a safe place.
Well, round blocks.
Round blocks, as compared to a master lock or Brinks.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you said block with a B as in boy.
No, locks to put on storage because they're harder to break into.
No, they're not.
Oh, but we got the lock off the trailer. 2
They're
wrenches.
they're
We're,
harder. They're harder to cut the lock. They're not harder to break into it though.
yeah, but when it's in that little box on storage, it's harder to get to.
We used to do that back in the day, man. Go walk around the used store with a lock pick set.
Yeah.
We were bad kids.
Well, I got broken into twice. And nothing's stolen. That was the sad part. Just shows how worthless my junk is. I was the only one who got broken into and nothing stolen. They did make a mess though.
They usually do.
Freedom of press? Huh. Where's your press credentials?
Well, no, you do still have freedom of the press. It's the point that the companies don't want you to have the freedom of the press. They tell you what to do. I mean, dude, that's why YouTube News is blowing away like legacy. What do they call it? Legacy media. You know, like the TV news is. The YouTube News is blowing them out of the water.
I just want to know what sources my friend is getting all her information from.
Regarding what?
All her conspiracy theories.
Oh, Crackpot RS. I don't know.
Newsmax.
The Onion.
Oh, but the Onion's great.
Dude, my one of my exes used to read The Onion religiously, and I read that once, and I'm like, dude, why do you waste your time with this crap?
Because it's hilarious. I finally learned who they were.
Okay.
The infamous they that does everything.
It's the military-industrial complex, mostly.
No, I only delivered newspapers. God, like, that was like ages ago when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. I'm just getting too old. That's all it is.
You
Ugh.
know, you know what I think we need? I think we do need to bring dinosaurs back to life and release them into the wild. Now, this is my reasoning. It will give the world something to rally behind to eradicate them.
Oh, but then you're going to get the tree huggers that love the dinosaurs.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're not supposed to be here. We brought them back to life. They're not wild animals. They're like cows and chickens.
It would be cool. Mean cows and
Yeah.
mean chickens.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Just get a couple Tyrannosaurus Rexes and let them go in a populated city, and I guarantee you the world will come together like no one's business.
Well, then you got to talk to Bill Gates because he's the one who wants to get the population down to 500,000.
Dude, he's an idiot. 500,000 ain't no one gonna buy a computer. He put himself out of business. Ain't no one gonna be able to feed him. Shit, 500,000. That's not even enough to fill a country.
I know, or the city, a big city.
Yeah, like Chicago. What is it? 2, 3, 4, 5 million? Something like that. I don't even know.
No, I guess 500,000 is the target number, though. It's like, it's not enough.
Oh, only 8 million? Oh no. Wait. The current metro area okay, 8,877 comma. That's 8 million. No, I'm sorry, 3 commas is 8 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the current metro area population of Chicago in 2021 is 8,877. No, how the hell would I say that? 8,877, 000, comma. So I'm assuming there would be another 3 zeros after that.
No, because it's millions, thousands. So it'd be like,
Okay, that's hundreds. That's thousands, 10,000, 100,000. Okay, yeah, million. So, because I know it's not 8 billion.
what? So he can be
So
the only millionaire?
so they did a typo. They put a comma when they were supposed to put a period. Stupid people. And these are the people that you're listening to for news.
And nobody proofreads anymore.
Yeah, and it's on frickin' literally Chicago population 2021, and that's the first damn thing that comes up, and it's typoed.
That's pretty good. Okay, it's pretty bad, but it's pretty good. Hey, Scuba, not much. We're just having random conversation about
Millionaires aren't millionaires anymore, though. Millionaires are only 100,000aires. Because when there's 500,000 people living, money is going to be worthless. You're going to be wiping your butt with it because you can't afford toilet paper.
Okay, does anybody know what get TR is?
Get TR? A funny way of saying a guitar?
No, my snake lady is moving to GETTR and getting off Facebook because I'm getting tyrannical.
GETR? Wait, spell that again?
GETTR.
Oh, GET.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's a made up place.
No, it's actually it's probably a new social media where you can
Oh, I'm thinking that's like a country or town or something.
I have to log in. I have to create an account. Oh no, they're
What?
tracking me. Wow, there's a lot of people in the Houston area. Oh, it's like, let's see. Okay, I'm going over chat. No, I forgot what I was going to say. It's just not my day to day.
Yeah, it must have been a lie. Why you lying to us, Poeseewi?
I think it's just because I'm broken today.
Oh, okay.
Somehow I twisted my knee, and you know how
Ooh.
that feels. So I haven't been walking well all day.
You know you want to know what the first thing I do if I twist my knee? I'll stab myself with like a push pin.
Well, it just hurts, and I already committed to going to Albuquerque, so I'm like stuck. And I can't find those damn locks. And they're expensive. I don't want to buy more. They just have to be here somewhere.
I would check in a drawer.
Nah, it's probably more the dogs move them. I have a feeling they're under Boogie's chair. But then I have to get Boogie out of his chair to look underneath. And that's a lot easier said than done. Because he's a heavy dog.
Well, just throw some beef jerky.
Oh, then we'll have a big dog fight.
Lure him out.
I was sitting there making or eating my pizza yesterday, and they were all standing around me growling at each other. And I was like, well, if you guys are going to sit there and growl, nobody gets pizza.
So I'm very disappointed in my vet. And so my leg was hurting, so I let them deal with the dog. And the doctor was there, and 2 nurses were holding the dog, and the doctor was cutting the nails. And the one nurse, the one vet nurse, was bending over and with no underwear, and her half of her ass was hanging out. And I found that very not cool for a place of business.
You broke up right in the middle of that.
Oh. She was bending over with no underwear on. Her ass was hanging out while she was trying to hold the dog. And I just thought that was in bad taste because it's the place of business.
Yeah.
Thank God she didn't whoopee me.
Yeah.
But once I got home, I called my friend that used to work there, and I'm like, dude, that place has gone downhill. And I told her what happened, and she's like, wow. The doctor that was there when I was there would never let that happen.
I called once on the gas company because a guy came out to check for a leak in our wall heater. And I don't think his pants could have been any lower in the back. And it was like...
Well, I mean, for construction, it's the third pocket. You know, plumber pocket, pipe fitter pocket, stuff like that. There's a difference if you had underwear on.
He could have fit the whole toolbox in there.
Yeah, but did he have underwear on? There's a difference between underwear and your pants falling down and no underwear and your pants falling down.
Well, as far as I could tell, it was no underwear. No,
Oh.
It was like looking away.
Shockingly, I did too.
Oh, no. Your gentleman is showing.
No, I just didn't like... she wasn't like attractive at all to me.
Ah. Oh, I'm going to have to tear apart my whole room, you guys.
Looking for the locks?
Yeah.
You know what you need? You need a metal detector. You wouldn't have to pull...
What I'd find with a metal detector.
But you wouldn't have to pull anything about it. You just swipe the metal detector around. And it went, oh, okay, I found them.
Oh, no, there's probably a lot of things metal on my floor. It's just irritating because I know I saw them like 3 days ago.
Well, where did you see them 3 days ago? They're probably still there.
Ha, ha, ha.
I mean, last time I checked, locks don't get up and walk away. It's kind of like guns don't shoot people by themselves.
Want to make a bet? It's those gremlins.
Mm.
They did it.
Oh, it's the littles. That's what it is. It's the littles living in your walls.
It's mice. The entrances that go underneath the house are made out of bricks,
Mm-hmm.
concrete bricks. And the lids are just wooden. And there's one
Mm.
right outside of my bedroom wall. And when the dogs go out there and start playing, sounds like someone's knocking down the house.
Mm. Man, if you hear a loud bang, it's just me shooting the mouse. Swear to God, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna blow a hole through this guy.
Yeah, but then you're also going to probably blow a hole through the wall or the floor. Or,
Yeah, that's okay. It's the kitchen. I'll get a new kitchen.
you got to do what my son did and go after the rat with a samurai sword.
It's a little close quarters.
It was one of the greatest things I ever saw. I totally loved it when my son did that. It's like, you go. Ugh. I know the horse soldier.
An elf steal a nug? Man, see, I'll keep it all nice and contained. Honestly, Danny, you want to know what helps? Go to a baseball card shop and get one of their. It's like, was it 500 cards? It's a container that'll hold like 500 cards. Get one of those, put it in there.
Has to be heavy enough for the mouse not to run off with it.
Oh, I guarantee you, a mouse would never be able to run away with this thing. I use one for my tobacco.
Yeah, jars work. I'm going to fill my last big jar with
This is the top, or this is the bottom. This is the top. Works like a charm.
Okay, let's see. Sherry, don't I have you on Facebook?
Jars? Hold on. You mean like this? This is gonna be a blast from the past. It's the glass jars that the Miracle Whip. I got a peanut
Yeah.
butter one, Peter Pan one downstairs, and this is cool because these things hold roughly a half a pound of flake food. I got a bunch of these downstairs with flake foods in them,
Well, that's cool.
and they seal because they got that seal on the top of the lid. So when you close the lid, it seals.
Okay, now that's cool.
So like if it's humid, your food doesn't get messed up. Yeah, incidentally, they're roughly 70 or $80 can fit in one of those things too, in change. And that's just the pennies rolled up, rolled pennies. Put them in rolls, and you fill one of those. It's roughly like 70 or $80 that you can fit. Because that's how I got them. My parents used to do the rolled pennies to save them, and they would just put them in those glass jars in a closet. I remember, like when I was a kid, we had like 50 or 60 of them just stacked up in the back of a closet.
Wow. I actually had some when I moved from California, I had some very interesting things show up when I was moving.
Hmm.
Things I didn't even realize I lost.
At one point, I was hired. Me and my buddy were hired to clean out the guy's house that died. And at my parents' house, we used to have like a little section in the basement that had one of those. I call it fake bamboo. It looked like a bamboo style thing, but it was a curtain that would roll up.
Oh
You'd
yeah,
roll it up a little bit, and then you'd pull the string, and it would continue rolling. And we
yeah.
had all the games and stuff behind it. We were cleaning out this house, he had a brand spanking new one, perfect condition. Oh, really? I'll take that. That goes in the truck. That's not going in the garbage. Currently, it's behind my couch because I haven't set it up yet.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. It was when we were getting my mom's paintings out of storage. There was a couple that was filling up a Penske truck, and they hadn't quite figured out what to do with everything yet. But it was from his parents, and I guess
Danny,
his
get him.
had died like 3 years ago. And it's like I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with this stuff, but I paid over $9,000 to keep it here, and with the prices going up. So
Hmm.
we told him about, buying the trailer.
Oh, Mississippi got him? Okay.
41, you're so young. Oh, to be 41 again. God, I would have had this fish room done ages ago.
Oh, just wait. Once you hit 40, you go downhill real fast. At least I did.
No, I didn't start going down till about, well, I want to say 50, but
Um, I used to run every day. Last time I ran I was like 35.
yeah, it was funny because I was looking for appointments and I ran across my doctor's note. And it turns out not only is my blood sugar bad, but so is my cholesterol and my thyroid. And it's like, well, gee, you say maybe we should up my thyroid and then you don't give me a new prescription? Hmm. Um,
Damn,
I,
Danny's slipping.
yeah.
Danny, you're slipping.
Oh, I was half asleep. I guess it's a sleepy day.
Yeah. I'm waiting for, what is it, Thursday? Like Thursday, Friday, supposedly a big snowstorm is going to be hitting here.
Yeah,
Rumor
for
is.
us, it's Wednesday, Thursday.
And it's all bullshit. They're like, oh, it's going to be about 8 to 11 inches. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get 2. It is never what they say it's gonna be.
Oh, no. They just want you to be prepared. 56. Oh, I remember 56, I think. Let's see, in June, my dad will be 91. My brother
And
will.
honestly, I hope I die before that. I do not want to be 91.
Good night, Danny. Thanks for stopping by.
Night.
Thank you for killing bots. But the bots mean I exist. So my next research is going to be dwarfism in parrots.
Alrighty then.
Well, I have a dwarf parrot. He hasn't grown at all.
Probably because he's overbred.
And everybody else is growing fine.
He could also, everyone else might be getting the food.
No, I make sure he gets food.
Oh, okay. Because
He's
I
always-
noticed the 2 plecos, the 2 baby plecos I pulled out of the 55 and put in 2 other tanks, they're like already 3 times the size of the other babies that are in the 55 still.
they're being pigs.
Yeah, because the banded barb tank, I didn't have any algae eater or scavenger or anything in there. So it was nice and conducive for a baby. And then I brought a baby up and put him in with a pygmy sunfish.
It's a platinum parrot fish. And he's about an inch long. And all the parrots and polar blues were an inch long when I got them. He's about the most active, though. I age good, but I think it's only because I'm overweight. My dad was in the swimming pool, and a guy said that when he hits 70, he hopes that he can swim as far as my dad or do as many laps as my dad. Like, wow, someone thought my dad was 70. Well, he could probably pass for 70, but it's like, that was a long time ago. Of course, of course. He wants to give me free fish on his time. Not on my time.
Forgot to do that. My brine shrimp eggs sitting out, getting to room temperature. Almost forgot to put them in.
I'm driving too much. I don't want to go down on the weekend. Um, he's in with Polar Blues, 4 Polar Blues, 3 Platinums, a hyphen Pleco, and a bunch of Yo-Yo Loaches. Oh,
Yo-yo.
and one Honduran Red Point. Free fish. I'm working with a guy, and he thought that the featherfin catfishes only got like 3 inches, and his are 3.5 inches and too big. So he was telling his friend, and I had just rescued 2 other featherfins. So he said he would like to give them to me. And I like featherfins. They're cool fish.
So guess what else I found out today? They're making the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would not put my parrots in with my cichlids, and I have peacocks, haps, and mambunas. Well, there actually is. That's right. There's a mambuna in this tank who, I don't know, maybe he was stuck in the decor or something, or I don't know. But there is one mambuna in this tank, a mangano, and eventually I'll get him out.
No, I am not going to Aquashella in Schaumburg.
But yeah, I wouldn't put the parrots in because they're slower swimmers in general, and they have littler mouths.
Aren't they a South American?
Yeah, but you wouldn't put angelfish in with cichlids.
No, I'm saying you would put you can put them in with like a cara and Severums,
Yeah, much better.
Angels.
I mean, I've seen it done, and you can't ever say don't do it because I actually have a really weird thing going on right now. But
Oh, hippie, you would love my 55 downstairs.
yeah, he's got a bunch of a just Mangano tank. My Manganos are all mixed up with my cichlids, creating weird and bizarre hybrids.
I bought. Remember? I don't know. Does he know Dan? Does hippie know Dan?
Most people
Dan.
got to know Dan now, and like I am not going to be there Wednesday.
Oh, zebra plecos. I'm so gonna be there.
And 2 $100 gift
Yeah,
certificates.
I know I ain't gonna win because everyone's gonna be there.
Yeah,
But you never know.
yeah, that's true. Well,
I'll
Christmas.
just have them on in the background and be watching like regular YouTube and just But he ordered a pistos and they sent them electric blue manganos. So he was selling them for like what were they, $2 a pop or something like that? They were like $2 or $3 a piece.
So he bought them all.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, give me what you got. So
Yeah,
I got a whole tank of
important.
manganos.
Well, I'm not going to go to Orlando or Chicago, but I may go to Dallas.
But it's not in Chicago, so you wouldn't go to Chicago.
I'd have to fly into Chicago.
Well, technically, no, you wouldn't be. I mean, Yeah, they call O'Hare Chicago, but it's not really Chicago.
There's like 3 people that I know in Albuquerque that breed sunset platies.
Man, I haven't seen platies in like forever. I much prefer the Limas over the platies.
Oh, I like the tiger limas.
Oh, you're talking about the humpback ones?
I don't know, they're striped.
The yeah, the humpbacks have stripe. Hold on, is there such a thing as tiger Lima? Yeah, those are humpbacks.
Ah, those are cool looking.
Lima nigrifisciata or nagrofisciata. I don't know.
Yeah, Dallas was my first aquashella and it was fun. Except for babysitting. I still can't believe somebody stole Kevin's white cane. I mean, that's like,
How did someone steal his cane?
because he had it in an aquashella bag and they stole the bag and it had the cane in it.
Oh, that's his Chicago. Schaumburg is Chicago. Schaumburg is still like Chicago, man. They steal everything.
No, this was in Dallas.
Oh,
And it was actually
uh,
in the YouTuber section.
yeah. Honestly, it's probably he just forgot where the hell he put it.
No, we looked.
Someone might have picked it up thinking it was theirs, and their bag was left or something. It could have been anything like that. But it teaches him not to just leave his shit around. You got to keep your stuff on you. Don't trust anybody. Don't even trust your parents.
You should know by now Kevin doesn't learn.
Yeah, well, that's
A
the
given.
only that's the only thing in the world that's actually a fact. Well, you can try. You might have a couple holes in your ass when you're walking, trying to run away with him. Rockford is a lead poisoning capital of the world.
Yeah, my mom decided to go on.
Honestly, who's that? Hippie, by all means, come up to. I'll sell you them. I'll sell you the whole damn tank.
Okay, let's see. I have now had stickers for
Well, not the tank itself, the fish in the tank.
over a month, maybe even a month and a half. And I haven't given any away yet.
Cause I'm gonna piss Poeseewi off right now. Because I would love to get rid of the Manganos and do 2 daffodil cichlid tanks.
I gave up on daffodils. I have no room. I have too many fish.
No, that just means you don't have enough tanks.
I don't have enough space.
Do you have a bed? Yep, I thought so. You have space. You have a couch?
No.
Nah. Okay, I'll give you that one then.
And I can't get rid of Boogie's chair because that's his bed. Okay, message me your address. I have 2 stickers actually. I have the Cichlodicious fishes and the We Are Watching. I can send
No, I see it, Patrick. Okay. I didn't think I was messing with Texas. Did I say something bad about Texas? I don't remember saying it.
if I ever get truly, truly broken, I'll be living in Belton, Texas. and then I'll spend, well, no, because the kids will be in school. So I won't spend the entire day playing, but I'll spend the afternoon after doing homework playing cars. And I'm going to
Poeseewi,
get,
you know what you should do? You should move out of that crappy state you're in and come up to Rockford and get one of the units in my building. Because let me tell you, you can put a lot of fish tanks in this building.
I know, but I can't go up and down the stairs. Put it in the,
So we'll get you a fire pole. We'll get you one of those scooter things that go up and down the stairs.
but then I'd have
Yeah.
to pay rent.
Yeah. Whoa, oh, whoopee, $500 a month?
I don't pay anything now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, just if my email address is also in my about section. And Choi is about to go up for sale since Ian forgot me. I can't believe I went out and got Choya and he forgot, even though I mentioned it. See how nice I am? I went out
Wait,
and
you
collected.
still didn't send that to him?
He didn't send me an address or anything.
Oh, he's done. I would just, you know what you do? Pile it up in the front yard and have a little bonfire and do a video and send it to him.
Oh no, I'm going to stick it in one of my fish tanks. Yes, I actually I use vinyl disorder. And the reason I like it is because the stickers are really vinyl. When you pull them off the backing, they're just a little itty bitty stretchy, so you know that they're vinyl rather than paper.
Hmm.
And so far, the ones that are on my fish tanks and that have gotten wet don't seem to have any detrimental effects.
Hippie, you can actually make stickers on your home computer.
Yeah, that's true too. But if you
Ow.
want to get them made up, I suggest vinyl disorder. Unless you want everybody in the world to have one without you having to send them, and then just have Jadrin do them. Because then when people get stickers from Jadrin, they'll just get one of yours too.
Scuba, I'll start collecting my dog poop then. It's great fertilizer.
Uh-huh.
Seriously, my front yard where the dog poops is the greenest, most lush lawn in the whole neighborhood.
What the hell are you feeding Diesel?
Gravy train
Wow.
and
God.
and beef jerky as treat. Oh, well, you want to buy one? I've been thinking of selling the laptop because I really don't use it.
Okay, you can delete your address, Steve. And I'll get them out on Wednesday because tomorrow's like a super long day again.
I want you to send me some cool rocks.
Yeah, right. You pay for the shipping.
Well, I was figuring you just throw them in the back of your truck and come up for a visit.
It's Jadrin who makes
I'll show you how Illinois parties.
or the fish tuber stickers.
Oh yeah, the laptop does have some fish tube stickers on it, so
I actually like the vinyl disorder better, but they don't have a little peel off tab. Although you can have them add one, but I don't know. I just like the quality.
Hey, Poeseewi, email me his address so I can start sending him dog poop.
Okay. Hey, Steve, it's better than the shipping charges I have racked up from Roundhouse sending me snow.
Yeah.
That first snowstorm, man, just
You know
about
how
broke me.
you know how expensive that was to ship?
Yeah, especially since it's
Yeah.
going backwards.
Yeah, it was like an arm and a leg, literally. I have not shipped fish yet.
I ship fish, sadly. I actually shipped Corey's.
And honestly, right now, I wouldn't ship anyway.
Well, no, it's too cold.
It's too cold.
I think that I'm actually pulling my roaches out of
Oh, well,
the.
hippie, come on down. Where are you in Wisconsin? I mean, really, it ain't that. I mean, shit, I've gone to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in less than a day. Because it's better to come and pick the ones that you want out. It's better to do it in person. I believe that. That's what I think.
Waukesha?
I know that name. Why do I know that name? Hold on, I gotta find out where the hell this is.
There's probably a roundhouse there.
Probably. Wouldn't it be funny if it was? Oh my god, you're like, dude, you wouldn't even believe this. He's literally like right next to me, pretty much. That's like an hour, maybe 2 hour drive. Because it's right outside of Milwaukee.
It's not fair. You guys have people close to you.
That's why I know that. That was the parade town. The SUV parade. That's where it happened, Waukesha. That's why I know that name. It wasn't a roundhouse at all. It was the parade craziness, remember? From a couple months ago?
Yeah. Wow, Sunday night Elkhart was hopping.
Because I got humpback llamas. I got Paraguay llamas. I got manganos, daffodils.
Hey, those are my daffodils. It'll only take me 19 hours and 22 minutes to get to Chicago.
Dude, that's like a day, not even.
I know that's like 2 hours more than to get. No, it can't be. It's. Let's see.
I can see that 19 hours.
Yeah. I don't think I'm up to driving 19 hours anymore.
Oh Jesus, hippie was. Wait, am I reading this right? There or in it?
Yeah, and luckily for me, the post office still is usually better than UPS or FedEx. Oh, you're lucky. Well, she's lucky, which means you're lucky.
Man, that dude. You know what I'm sorry. I'm an eye for an eye guy. I think he should be like tied to the road and let
And
people
run
like,
over.
yeah. Oh, better yet, train tracks.
Oh, that's too fast.
A really slow moving train.
Yeah, that was really bad.
A creeper. We'll do a steam engine creeper.
Steam engine would be hot.
Oh, a steam engine is a lot heavier than a diesel.
Well, yeah.
And you can get those things to creep. You're like doing maybe a quarter mile an hour. And that's slow enough to hear bones crunch and feel the bones crunch and stuff. You know, a little bit of
So nice.
little bit of torture in there. I admit it.
That was just totally uncalled
Yeah,
for.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that you don't hear about that at all anymore.
No, now the big thing is the statistics on more because people are speeding and driving crazy, more violent fatalities for car accidents. Oh, yeah, fire ants. Fire ants are. Nobody told me about fire ants when I moved to Texas. I could definitely see pouring um, molten aluminum or lead down a fire ant hole.
I don't know. Turkeys. We got wild turkeys in my neighborhood. I think turkeys would be a better way.
They can be really mean.
Yeah.
Geese. Only turkeys have pokey beaks.
No, turkeys have freaking talon claws.
Yeah, like
They
rooster.
go and kick. They kick at you. I had to chase them away with a weed whacker.
Oh, okay, no, never mind. I was cow ants. I've never heard of cow ants. Cow
No,
ice
something better.
spots.
Put them in a room with a scorpion. No, what the hell were they called? Those big ass spiders from Afghanistan. Camel spider.
Camel spiders.
Put them in a room with a camel spider.
Spiders squish too easy.
Not these things. These things run like 25 miles an hour. They're like the size of a small dog. They jump up on a camel and wrap their legs around it, and they don't have fangs. They have mandibles like an ant. So, and what they do is they like eat their stomach away, and the guts just drop all out, and they eat them from the inside out.
Oh, what a nice bug.
Yeah.
What I like um, are the Texas wheel bugs. I've never been bitten by one, but I hear it really hurts. It feels like you're on fire. Sort of like getting stung by a stingray, which I have been.
Ooh, put them in a pool with a man o' war.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. You guys were very sick people. I love it.
Yeah, we are, man. I'm. Just call me Hannibal Lecter.
I love it when he feeds the kids the brains.
I've never watched that show, that movie.
That was just totally choice. Ouch. We were moving into the house that we had in Texas, and I was walking barefoot over the ground, and suddenly my feet were on fire. I had bites all over. It was horrible.
See that? I mean, I don't know. I'd rather kind of deal with that than some of the shit that we got around here. We got a bear running around here. We got some kind of tiger cat running around here. We got wolves. We got coyotes.
Yeah, bear killed one of our neighbor's little dogs. They it swatted it across the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a horse attacked by a mountain lion. Yeah, what's gas like up there, Roundhouse?
I don't know. Let's check. What phone has the app? This one. Now, Chicago's going to be a little bit more expensive than
Well,
me
yeah.
because you got Cook County taxes. God damn, this app is slow. This phone sucks. I guess that's why it's free. In my area, it's 328 to 369.
So about the same here.
Let's check Chicago.
Oh, velvet ants. We have those in New Mexico, or at least we used to.
Chicago is roughly 355 to 385.
They're building a Buc-ee's in Colorado. I haven't found out where it is yet. I love Buc-ee's. That's my favorite gas station in the world.
Oh, speak of the devil. Greater Chicagoland Cichlid Association Rare Cichlid Auction at 6 p.m. on Sunday, February 20th.
Ah,
Like I'm ever going to go to that. And why are they even sending me this? Because I'm not even a member.
they're trying to get you to be a member.
I will never be a member. I was a member. I will never be a member of them again.
Johnstown.
Although that is a really cool looking fish. Neolamprologus oculatus gold.
Oh, yeah, those are pretty.
$50. Eat my butt. I am not going to a members only auction and paying $50. I'm not paying retail for an auction.
Yeah. But do they
It's
have any ruby
crazy.
greens? Ruby greens. No, of course not.
I don't know. They did have a whole list. Let me go back.
I had a small
Wild
wasp.
Colombian Oscars.
We had
Wild
a small wasp nest in the door of my van, and the wasps made it all the way to New Mexico.
Ooh. Wild Colombian Orinoco Ultim Angels XXL. Wild Brazilian Discus. Wild Brazilian Heckle Discus. The ruby. What do you know? Like what that would be? Because most of these are scientific names.
Haplochromus sp.
Hap. 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 I do not see any haps. A lot of geophagus. A lot of lamprolagus. And Alaga epistogamus.
And jokingly, hey, so are there any daffodils? No. I don't even have space for daffodils anymore.
No Leon. No. No. No Neo. Yeah, they have lamprolagus, but not. Oh no, right here. German imported Neolamprolagus pictorial. Pictorials. You know, seriously, can they make this any
Hey,
smaller their text?
A comment?
I'm sorry?
Paying to write a comment.
You don't have to pay.
Oh, for like super chats. Not to mention the fact if you're doing it to support somebody, 30% of it goes to YouTube.
Yeah. We don't want to give YouTube any more money than what they already have because they suck.
And they have too much.
Yeah. So, oh my God. So I was talking with my neighbor, and he's a diehard Democrat. And I'm not a Republican, but I'm more Republican, you know.
Hey, yellow.
And I was telling him about how I want to run for president and what I would do, and he's like, "Dude, I would vote for you, even though I'm a Democrat, I would vote for you in a heartbeat." Because of all the executive orders I was telling him I was going to make. I want to see someone run. I bet you they would get like all the votes in the world if they said, "Yep, my number one thing I would do on day one is an executive order saying that there's term limits on Congress. They cannot vote for their own raises, and they cannot insider trade anymore." I guarantee you they would get all the votes in the world. Every couple days, me and my neighbor go at it about stuff we see on the news. So yeah, hippie. If you want to set something up, you can come down. I have no problem selling you each and every one of the manganos, even all the babies, because I only bought them just to, my water's, the water over here is great for African cichlids, and I felt sorry because he was holding up a tank with fish he couldn't sell.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. What? Oh wait, no, I'm goddamn it. My brother's Jesus Christ.
And who are you?
I'm goddamn it.
Oh, sadness. Kevin sent me a bunch of videos to do a intro to his channel, a countdown timer.
Yeah. Well, let him do one.
No, he did it. He sent them, he put them on Google Drive,
Okay.
but he didn't give me access, so I can't get to them. So now he's re-uploading them.
Oh
to
my
Google
God. You don't
Drive.
just tell him to go to Google Drive and then just share the file with you. The file's already there. He doesn't have to upload it again. He just didn't give you permission to do
Yeah,
anything. He sent you the link, but didn't give the permission.
yeah.
Tell him to read the instructions next time. I will do something for someone once, and I will tell them how to do it so they can do it from then on. If they don't feel like doing it, then they don't get it done, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's just, I told him I don't know when I'm going to get to it because I'm like mega
I charge
busy.
them. Charge them.
Yeah, I should.
I used to charge my boss $100 an hour to work on his computers when I worked at the body shop. Oh, I need you to do the web page. Okay, $100 an hour. I'm punching out his body shop and I'm punching in his computer tech. Because I ain't doing computer work for no like $15 an hour.
Well, it's kind of like that's a lot of work.
It is. It's a pain in the butt. He wanted his website to look more modern, so I remade the whole website from scratch.
He has a website.
No, my the place I used to work at, and he okayed it. I sent him the file. He looked at it. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I uploaded it and everything. And then he's like, "Oh, well, I want this, and this changed." I'm like, "Dude, you want those three things changed? I got to change it on every single page, because every single page was linked to each other." Like that's going to be another like 3 or 4 hours. You sure you want that done?
Well, I'm never going to be monetized, so I'll never have super chats.
Yeah. Same here. YouTube isn't a job.
No, S, you should know by now that trying to tell Kevin how to do things is hopeless. Yeah, well, I was kind of surprised at no, I wasn't. What am I saying? I was going to say I was surprised at how much stuff he sent Mary Page, but I should say I'm surprised how much stuff he didn't send me.
It's almost like he's trying to buy people, it sounds like. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oops.
Oops. Yeah, well, he didn't try and buy me. That's not fair.
You don't go on his streams anymore. He didn't.
That's why he's asking me to do his
Just tell him to learn. You can,
he can't
okay.
see well enough to do it.
You can give a man a fish, he'll only eat for a day. You can teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Teach the man to fish.
Oh no, I don't have enough patience to teach Kevin anymore.
No, you just find a YouTube video that tells you how to do it, and you send it to him. There. It's like the whole issue. Remember that whole issue we had on what page was that on in the book?
Yeah.
I was doing that for a specific reason.
I just don't feel like being nice these days. Maybe it's because I don't feel good.
It's so much funner to be bad, though.
Well, yeah, that's true. Oh, and then top things off, I got my fish food mixed up.
Oh.
So I fed my fish the fish food with the soldier fly larva, and now I have more cloudy tanks.
I put labels on everything. I labeled everything. Because I
I
have my main.
one of the cop watchers the other day was so funny because they were talking about super chats and Stephanie says, "Oh yeah, you just really get rich from YouTube," and he's got like 10,000 or more, subs. He goes,
Yeah,
"I got 74 cents last month. I'm living it up this month."
yeah. And it's crazy because okay, a TV commercial cost what, like $1 million on TV? Why aren't what? It's the same damn thing. Why aren't we? Why don't we see money? If you're gonna monetize, why do you only see cents?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
for it's you should be getting like a $5 or something for every commercial. At least.
I just always think that I started putting things on YouTube for documentation purposes of my fish and changes and fish room and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's what
I
it's for. And when I look back, I crack up.
honestly, you want to know why I do my long streams with the fish? Because my friend has a kid, and she puts it on a tablet, and she puts it in the kid's crib, and it's something for the kid to watch.
You're right. It is good free
When
storage.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. I'll have to do that and send it to my grandson. Panicure C. I actually have that. Because I thought at one point I have planaria, but I don't.
Honestly, YouTube for videos is a better storage than even Google Drive. Because Google Drive, you're limited to like what, 30 gigs or something like that.
Not only that, but with Google Drive, if you want somebody to see it. Oh, now where did it go?
Oh yeah, because Google got rid of their front page. Google got, what was it called? I can't remember what Google's was called.
Oh, now I'm not sure where I put the panicure stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh,
God.
it's not the water sounds; it's the fish swimming. She only puts she only turns the volume up if I'm doing music, like the deep breakfast music and stuff.
If you just look up or Google planaria worms and panicure C, I know that. I think that's where I got the instructions. I have levamasol and Fenza, whatever it is, but that's only because those stupid, horrible calamari
Californians?
worms.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Californians.
Nah, for them we just need ivermectin. I actually,
Dude, did
I
you
think,
hear in California they're giving free crack pipes out now?
well, they give out free needles. Why not free crack pipes?
It's that. Oh my god, that's the dumbest damn thing I've ever heard.
But if
Well,
you come out with a crack pipe or the crack, you still get busted.
yeah, but the thing about the difference between needles and the crack pipe is the needles they get dirty. The crack pipe doesn't. You're not putting the crack pipe into your body. It's like a cigarette. You smoke it like a pipe.
Well, I
Where the
know.
syringes you're actually getting them dirty by putting them in, and you got to throw them away. This is the same state that made it legal for you to pass AIDS on, though, now. Because it used to be if you had AIDS, you'd have to like tell the person you had AIDS, and you don't have to do that anymore. As
Oh,
of
that
like
was
last
stupid.
year or something like that.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't had planaria, but calaminus worms or whatever they're called are worse. They're horrible. And I remember watching Jess actually use like long, tweezers to pull out planary worms out of her tank. And I
No,
thought
you
that
want to know?
would take forever.
You want to know what's even worse? Bristle worms. That's a saltwater tank thing.
I bet
I
they look
remember
cool though.
my brother-in-law pulled out man. I swear to God, it was like 3 feet, 3 to 4 feet long.
Wow.
No, it would have been over 4 foot because we stretched it out and it was longer than a 55 gallon. So it would have been had to have been over 4 foot. Oh, geez. Guess who's here?
I don't want to know.
What up, Buffalo?
Hey.
Throw the link out.
Okay.
Get his sorry ass up here.
Staying out of trouble? Me?
Oh, you wuss.
0.1 gram for every 10 gallons. So a 60-gallon tank would need 0.6 grams of panacured C. Or dilute a 1 gram package in 500 milliliters of RODI water. Then it's 50 milliliters for every 10 gallons of water.
Milliliters. And we're not in France, man. This is America.
Redose in 2 days. Did you get that? You always say you can't come up tonight. Okay, Patrick, did you get it? Or here, I can do it this way. Dun, dun,
Oh, what
dun.
the hell's he? Why is he sleeping in the front room? Tell him to go to his bedroom.
Okay, remove any snails you want to keep. Malaysian trumpets and nerite snails in particular.
Does that? Oh, what about shrimps? Do you have to pull shrimps too?
Just in case. Um, Grab a good gravel vac and remove as many dead bodies as possible. And then it says monitor your ammonia levels over the coming week. Because, duh, if the planaria break down, they release ammonia into the water.
Hey, I wonder, you know what just popped into my head? I wonder if Kevin's gotten the RO unit yet.
It's 36 degrees here.
Oh, I got you beat, 27 last time I checked. Oh, no, now it's 17.
No, just planaria dead bodies.
Oh, I scared the gas station attendant today. I walked in, I said, this is some bullshit.
For him.
What?
Oh, I'll shut up now.
No, I walked into the gas station to, I was getting Mountain Dew and stuff, and I'm like, this is some bullshit. And she got all scared. I'm like, you really need to turn the heat on outside.
Ooh, 26 in Kentucky. Wow. Oh, 15 with a 7-degree wind chill. Yeah, but you live where it's cold. It's going to be colder. What is it? Thursday, Friday. Or Friday, Saturday, depending upon how fast the storm goes. Didn't you bring a jacket, Steve?
Oh, I guess they moved it all. Wait, when is it hitting you?
Kevin needs me to edit his videos because he cannot see well enough to do it.
Then he shouldn't edit videos.
But then he can't have his countdown stream of all Danikin's fish.
Then I guess he'll have to figure out something to do.
He paid me for the first couple videos I edited. But
I can't do brain surgery. You see me cutting people's brains open? Nope. And I stayed in the Holiday Inn last night.
okay, I'll tell you, it was great. We went to the Los Alamos Bradbury Museum, which is a great science museum. And we were wandering around, and then one of the docents came over the loudspeaker. We have 3 unclaimed brains for dissection. If there's anybody else who would like to dissect a human brain, come over to the lab room. So my son was like, oh yeah. So we got to dissect a human brain. It was really fun. Except it did kind of smell nasty, but I want real long johns with the butt flap. That's the only problem with the one-piece pajamas that they make, is that you have to take them all the way off. Art, Buffalo.
Hey, she said it smelled bad, Buffalo. That means it's not mine.
And what makes you think your brain smells good?
Well, I would assume if you don't use it, it would atrophy and start smelling bad.
That's true. But you use your brain.
So I guess they all came from California or New York.
Probably smells like meat.
Ooh, it smells like bacon. With the amount of Mountain Dew I ingest, when they cut me open, they're going to be like, hey, let's go get some Mountain Dew. I'm sure all my body parts inside smell like Mountain Dew.
I don't know. I'm just in a really weird mood today. I'm like totally tired, totally overwhelmed. My knee hurts. My neck hurts. I didn't
You
wear
know what
my
you do?
cervical collar last night to bed, so that was my fault.
You know what you do, Poeseewi? When you go to sleep tonight, you're gonna think it's uncomfortable before you while you're still awake. Just laying there. But once you fall asleep, it'll be great. Put a couple pillows underneath your leg. Get it above your chest.
I don't have to do that. I sleep over dogs.
Maybe that's maybe why you're hurting.
No, I
Maybe.
put my legs over the dogs.
Oh, okay.
They seem to like being under my legs in the blanket. It's see, I can tell when it's a 1, 2, or 3 dog night because the fourth dog sleeps on his bed.
My dad delivered newspapers. He lived the like a block over from John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy? That was the clown guy in Chicago, right?
Wow.
Yeah, John Wayne Gacy. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
There's nobody out here excited. However, if you ever pick up somebody who's hitchhiking and they make some comment about what would you do if I were a serial killer, you just tell them the chances of 2 serial killers in the same car is virtually impossible. So,
Well, first of all, I'm only going to stop for. I'm not stopping for anything less than an 8.
I picked up a hitchhiker once. Of course, I was like mid-20s, and my car broke down, and he paid for half of the motel room. And I called my friend in Oregon whose house I'd left, and she said, "So you can't be home already?" I said, "No, my car broke down, so I'm in a motel room with this guy that I picked up." And she goes, "Oh, now that's a good one. You make up good stories, but that one's really good." So then he got on the phone, and when he handed me the phone back, she goes, "Oh my God, you really are with some strange guy in a motel room." I said, "I don't lie." He was a very nice gentleman, though. I mean, he really was. I spent a week in that town waiting for a spindle for my Mustang. And luckily, my dad made arrangements with the hotel and the Chinese restaurant in it to take his credit card over the phone. And of course, the gas station next door. And I think it was the second day when I went in for dinner, which would make my fourth meal at the restaurant. The guy said, "I thought you'd just be here for dinner." And I said, "Well, you're the only one who took my dad's credit card." So then he was giving me, rather than making, he was, even for dinner, he gave me like the lunch deals. So I didn't have to order it like a la carte.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good restaurant, though. So at least I got decent food. We have one of those New Mexican hole in the wall restaurants, which like the food is incredible and huge plates. Really
We got a
wonderful.
Mexican place like that right next to me. It's a grocery store, and in the back they do like tacos and stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, well, my mom is getting tired of the restaurant because she keeps taking people there,
Blech.
and everybody falls in love with it. And it's like, "So where do you want to go?" "Well, let's go to Sunset Cafe." And I was like, my mom's going, "Why am I taking everybody here to introduce them to this restaurant? Because then they never want to go anywhere else."
You know what? Once I get this money from the state that they owe me, I'm gonna send you a meal. Yeah, you
Lou,
know it.
yeah, a real deep dish pizza.
Just a real pizza.
Yeah, I remember when I was at my aunt's in New York City. That was the first time I ever saw somebody toss a pizza. Because like 2 buildings down, there's a pizzeria, and I remember standing outside the window, and my mom and my aunt were talking about something, and watching that guy throw the pizza, and it was just like I never knew such a thing could happen.
Oh yeah,
It was pretty cool to watch. And then
it
you could
is.
like actually go into a store and buy a slice of pizza.
Yeah, I don't think they do that no more. Because I mean, with the inflation and stuff, the pizza a piece of pizza is now like $5 a piece now.
Wow.
So I think most of the places stopped doing it.
Well, Little Caesars has something Tuesday where you if you buy two pepperoni or two cheese pizzas, they're $3.99 each instead of five
Hmm.
because they had to raise their prices. And of course, even though I took my mother to the dollar store, she really had to explain to me that the dollar store is no longer a dollar, it's $1.25.
I remember when Little Caesars had the pizza. It was like a long ass cardboard thing that the pizzas were on, and then they were in a bag, like it was like a paper bag type container, not a cardboard box. And there would be two pizzas that you would buy at once.
I have the Little Caesar Pizza Man. Somewhere with all the rest of my stuff. Okay, later, Larry.
So okay,
Taco truck. I counted on one section of road in Santa Fe 35 taco trucks. It was amazing. I knew there were a lot. Hey, how are you feeling, Aquazen? Or
I'm
Aqua
sharing.
Garden?
Who
I
was it?
got some the Lakest the LECA stuff. So it's in the post office and I'm picking it up tomorrow.
I'm gonna piss Patrick off. Okay, can you share my screen?
Oh, do you have one? Lou Manetti's pizza. Look at that deep dish. Yeah, well, you suggested it, so I bought some. Um, and I have the tubing and everything to make the drain. I actually had to take one of my plants out and put it in a pot because it was getting too waterlogged. You know, you can order these pizzas and they send them to your house, Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Nationwide pizza.
Is this so? Six
You
deep
can have
dishes for 120.
for today, they had there they are, heart-shaped pizzas.
Yep.
Look at that. Valentine's Day hearts. A pizza in a heart shape.
I want to try this. The gluten free. I think that'll be kind of good.
Oh, I want a deep dish
But
pizza.
where's the other one? Because there's one that you can get the pan and the spatula with the pizzas. But yeah, I mean the two pizzas are well worth it.
Oh, look at that cheese.
When I buy a single pizza, it's roughly $30 delivered. And a 9-inch, that would be their medium, I think, is the 9-inch.
Okay,
yeah.
now I'm salivating. Ah, I'm going to dream of pizza,
I'm just doing this to piss off
Patrick.
Patrick. Yeah.
Gumbo. Yeah, we're having that.
And when you buy a Lou's, what you want is the Chicago style, which is cheese and sausage with butter crust. And the butter crust is it's a crunchy crust instead of a soggy crust. You can get them in both ways.
Gumbo's great.
And right there, oh, look at that. Ooh.
I like etouffee also. God, look at that.
Hey, oh my God. Why didn't I think of this? You do know Lou Malnati's is in Schaumburg, Illinois, right?
Oh my God.
It's right down the street from Aquashella. Literally. It's on Roselle Road.
Oh. Oh. I got the tape measure out to measure how high the semi is.
Oh, this is what I want. So Aquashella.
They got the rest of the cherries. They didn't eat them.
Where's small? Okay, up here. I want to say Aquashella is. This doesn't work. I need aerials. There we go. That's.
It's still 19 and a half hour drive.
I think it was over here somewhere.
Okay, hippie, kill him.
But yeah, it's damn good place to eat.
Boshi Hayo Bibi.
Look at that. Oh. I'm sorry, right there, that's sex on a plate. And the nice thing about Lou's is literally one or two pieces will fill majority of the people up.
I'll be able to eat one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the
I buy a large and I eat it for like 3 or 4 days.
The andouille. Oh well, anyway, it starts with that kind of sausage for the gumbo. I may not know how to pronounce it, but I know what it's for. I have the problem of being a reader where I phonetically figure out how to pronounce things, and of course, English is not a phonetic language.
Patrick, let's just say this. If you can fold your pizza in half to eat it, it's a soggy piece of mess.
Oh, crispy crust. Actually, the butter crust does sound really good.
Yeah, I always get the butter crust. And I get light tomato sauce on the ones I buy because I don't like they use like chunk tomato, and I don't necessarily like the chunk tomato. I just like the tomato sauce. So instead of scraping off all the chunk, I just get light tomato sauce. But some
It,
people like the chunks of tomato. I
it
don't.
truly is a pizza pie.
When the moon hits your eye like a great pizza pie, that's Illuminati's.
That's not how it goes.
Shut up. It is. I said so, so it has to be.
Rolling in his grave.
No, and Illuminati's has been around for my parents' first date was at Illuminati's.
Oh,
The first date they ever went on, they went to Illuminati's.
so they have been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah. 50 years, I'm guessing, if not more.
Yeah, any restaurant that lasts that long has got to be decent.
And they're still opening up new locations.
Yeah.
Like they opened up the Rockford location because of me. I called the owner. I'm like, dude, I'm not driving out to Schaumburg to go get pizza. I live in Rockford. You have one in Arizona? Get one over here. No problem. 2 years later, we got one now.
Bucky's is moving to Colorado, but that's the best gas station in the world. It has like 100 gas pumps.
We have a cool gas station about an half hour, 45 minutes away from me. They have up to 110 octane.
Wow. That'll clean your engine.
That'll melt your engine.
Yeah, and then some. Just drive your jet in there.
Yeah. Well, no, because some of the people do have jet engine cars. And that's why they carry it, because it's like by a racetrack.
Ah.
So they have was it 87, 92, 98, 100 and 100 and no, I'm sorry, it's 115, not 110. What? Why can't you eat pizza?
You beat me to the question.
They also have excellent beef sandwiches.
Oh, it was funny. I bought rabbit food for my rats because it came with corn and all different kinds of things in it. It wasn't just, like ground up hay in a pellet. Oh, dairy red meat. Yeah. My son gets bright red cheeks from the sauce.
Okay, so get sauceless. There is no red meat in it.
Dairy cheese.
It's all cooked. I mean, they cook the meat real good. There's no red in it at all.
No, it's the fact of it being meat. But
okay.
I paid $11 for this rabbit food. It was like, oh my God, it has nuts in it, and I didn't read the ingredients. Luckily, it has no peanuts in it, because I'm definitely allergic to peanuts. I mean, like, if my dog eats a peanut dog biscuit and licks me, I have a pretty good chance of having to go to the emergency room.
I gotta say, Aqua Garden. If I couldn't eat Illuminati's, I would take a gun and swallow it. That's how good a pizza this is. I always get Illuminati's every year on my birthday.
I had the best eggplant the other day at a Chinese restaurant. It had a sauce that I've never had before, and it had strips of scallions and strips of roasted carrots and eggplant, and it was absolutely delicious. I mean, it
I
has to be. It needed more garlic, but it had to be one of the best.
oh man, I
Oh wow!
forgot about their garlic bread. Oh,
You know, it's really too late to be talking about food because it's making me hungry. I'll have to go make green chili.
well, that's why I'm here. I love making trouble. I'll show everybody my pizzas. For a while they were doing an Alfredo sauce pizza. I don't
Oh
know if they
wow!
still do it though.
AGRB homemade Bowden. Wow, I don't know how to pronounce it, but wow, I bet that stuff was good.
I
Yeah, it's my mom's allergic to strawberries, and one of my grandsons is allergic to strawberries. I'm only allergic to peanuts, but they'll kill me. So,
strawberries, peanuts, pizza, seafood, and beef and shrimp fried rice. If I couldn't eat those, oh, and breaded pork tenderloin slash veal cutlet. If I couldn't eat any of that, I would swallow a gun. I would just end it.
well, I'm not real happy about my sushi limitations right now because of the rice, and I'll figure out something.
One
But
of
yeah,
my favorite. Oh no, yeah. Well, one of my favorite meals. It's really easy to make. Shell noodles, a can of the baby shrimp, or multiple cans of the baby shrimp, chopped up onions, uh, mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, and sugar, and you mix it all up. Great on hot days.
well, I could do everything but the sugar, or I shouldn't do the sugar.
I mean, it's not that much sugar. It's just some sugar to take the bite out of the mayonnaise, because you got to put a lot of mayonnaise in because
Uh, yeah,
it's like one of those salad, the noodle salads.
I know that dim sum sauce with the fried lettuce in it. Yeah, my mom used to make that. She hasn't made it for a long time though. It's like I keep bugging my mom to make one of the cheap comfort foods that she used to make all the time. And it's like, but that's such an easy recipe. And it's like, yeah, but when mom makes it, it just tastes better than when I make it.
The best comfort food is rosettes.
Oh God.
Not many people know what the hell they are.
I'm hoping to find my rosette maker in my storage when I start going through things.
Me and my dad are going to get into a fight next time I'm out there because I told him, I'm like, I want the rosette maker. You're not getting that. I'm like, dude, you don't even make rosettes anymore.
I just love watching them when they start getting brown and they fall off the rosette maker,
Hmm.
and then you fish them out, put them on the paper towel, dust them with powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar, yeah.
Mm.
And it just, you let it sit for maybe 5 minutes and then you eat it while it's still warm but not greasy anymore. Oh my God. Talking about better than sex.
I use the oyster sauce all the time.
I remember one time I was like 15 years old. I took all day. It literally took all day. I started at 8 o'clock in the morning and I didn't finish until like 5 o'clock at night. Fully scratch homemade cream of chicken and rice soup.
Mm. We got at one of the food banks, we got 50 pounds of onions. Now, what in the hell does one family do with 50 pounds of onions? We made
Oh
a
man.
French onion soup.
Whenever you're cooking onion, you fry it, you throw butter in there, throw the onions in there, and then you put sugar on it and fry it up. And the sugar caramelizes the onions. And then what you do is like for spaghetti, you make your spaghetti sauce and take the caramelized onions and throw it in the spaghetti sauce. Oh yeah.
And the sugar helps cut down on the acid.
Yeah. And you don't taste the sugar at all once it's mixed in with the spaghetti sauce. But caramelized onions and spaghetti, oh, killer. To die for.
One of my husband's coworker's wife said she didn't like the texture of onions, which is why she wouldn't eat them.
My brother-in-law says he's allergic to onions. Oh, I'll die if I have it. But he eats onion rings. Lioness.
Now some nice bok choy and Chinese cabbage and some other vegetables and some nice shiitake mushrooms. That would be
The
good.
dog in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my God! Is my dog dead? I think my dog died.
I don't think so.
I just opened up a beef jerky and he didn't come.
He's traumatized. You had his
There he
name.
is. I knew. It just took him a while.
And the nose. I love it when they're like sleeping and you open something and like their nose starts going. Yeah, there's a guy. I was driving around Colorado once, and there was a really small town flea market, and there was a guy who had real root beer, like homemade root beer, and it was so good. Yeah, let's see. I got the sausages starts with an A, and shrimp, and clams and mussels to make gumbo with this week.
What's up? What you doing? You gonna say hi?
My parents raised me with there's the diesel. Oh, what a good boy. He's such a pretty dog.
And I'm shocked that the vet was looking at him. He's like, or she's like, this isn't a pure pit bull. She's like, it looks like a little bit of pointer in it. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, his nose is too pointy for a full pit. But look at him. He's so pretty. I love that gray color. I have 2 black and white dogs and 2 red and white dogs. What a good boy. Look at that.
You got it all. All done. All done. No more.
What? That's why we're talking about Pizza Roundhouse. Oh, look at that sad face.
Oh, he got a good. He got good chunks.
I saw the big chunk. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that face, though.
No more. You're gonna bother me? Come here. No? Okay. Well, go night. These two. Let me do it. Well,
Yeah,
Patrick, you should know I like causing trouble.
and
Bear.
pizza.
Yeah, bear, stick, poke, 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 poke.
Yeah, I actually had to like watch him eat a pizza once.
I've never eaten it on screen.
You have one bite, and it had stretchy cheese.
Yep.
I love stretchy cheese.
Very stretchy cheese. Oh, you should see it coming out of the box. The cheese stretches from the pizza all the way to your plate, and you got to rip it and coil it up, and then you got all this string cheese, and you go, okay, and eat it.
I
I'll be right
can't
back.
believe how big my cichlid fry are getting. I can actually see them from across the room now. And I think I have two Rusties. They're still too small to see who is, if I have any OBs in there. Tomorrow I have to top off all the fish tanks. God, I really hope those are Rusties. Oh, now that would be really bad, Patrick, to be able to smell food over the internet.
Ooh, smell-o-vision.
It would be pretty cool, though.
No, it would be very dangerous.
No, we would probably just spend money that we didn't have because it smelled so good.
The America would get a lot fatter too.
I had an acquaintance once, and she had no sense of smell. And this is sort of a gross, sick story. But so my brother-in-law went out fishing, and when he came back, he was cleaning out his boat engine where they run it and put water through it or something.
Yeah.
And she walked into the garage, and Scott didn't see her, and he was joking around. He goes, "Oh, I just love the smell of diesel in the morning." And she burst into tears. Her father died from carbon monoxide poisoning, locking himself in a garage with his car on the night before. And it was just like a total series of total bad luck because she couldn't smell the diesel smell. Ooh, and I found something interesting in my
Oh, hippie. Wouldn't it be funny if I could like lock your doors and stuff and then use smell-o-vision to fart?
no, it wouldn't be funny.
Oh, yeah, it would.
I found something cool in my fairy cichlid tank this morning. I found
Bishardi tank. You don't have fairy cichlids.
Lear tails. Yeah, in my Bishardi tank, I found 3 blue ram's horn snails. So now I have white ones, blue ones, and pink ones.
The snails that are in my daffodil tank, aka fairy cichlid tank, are pure white because they're eating the sand. They're picking it up from the sand, the coloring, because I have the white sand in there. They're like almost like an iridescent pearl white.
Yeah, I have white bladder snails.
Mm. Snozberries smell like snozberries. Yeah. You got to be licking the plexiglass divider in the police car though when you're saying that.
Alexas worry me because My mother has Alexa, and we'll be talking, and all of a sudden Alexa will pop up with, "I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that question," or just start commenting on something. And it's like, I don't know about having technology listening to me 24/7.
Yeah, because it's only supposed to answer you when you say, Alexa, do this or do that. Just like Google. You got to something like Hey Google or Okay Google or some shit like that.
It's like Siri.
I turn all that crap off. Nope. Because that just makes you lazy. Go look it up.
No, it's easier to say, "Siri, what is the temperature in London right now? Is there going to be a snowstorm this week?" Yes. I still can't believe I can't find those locks. This is going to drive me nuts.
You mean more nuts than you already are?
Probably yes. Probably yes.
Speaking of nuts, so I was talking to one of the World of Warship players in my clan. Like, there's a bunch of us that got into a team. And I'm like, dude, I can't play today. I got to do water changes. They're like, what do you mean you got to do what? I said, I got like 25 tanks I got to do water changes on. I do them throughout the week, a couple each day. It's like, you got 25 tanks of what? I'm like, fish tanks. He's like, you're batshit crazy.
Well, I liked when I went to PetSmart, and oh yeah, they had high fin platies.
Okay.
Buy one, get one.
Okay, so buy one and get two.
So so can I help you? I said, yeah, I'd like to get a couple of platies. And she says, well, what size tank are you putting them in? And I started laughing.
Yeah, which tank are you referring to?
That's what I said. And she said, oh, you have two tanks? And I said, no, I have about 20. And she said, then I probably don't need to ask you any more questions about how you're going to take care of these fish.
Well, not necessarily true, because some people that have multiple tanks still don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. But it was pretty funny because just the look on her face. Oh, yeah, probably don't need to ask you more questions. And I actually really do like these high fin platies. They're pretty cool looking.
I don't know. Ever since I got the Limas, it's like Mollies and Platies and Swordtails. They're all bleh.
Well, I'll keep the platies and the guppies because they'll sell easily. But he said he's actually starting to sell more cichlids in his new location. And I think people are getting tired of PetSmart and Petco quality.
So I switched some fish around the other day. I pulled the humpbacks out of the angel tank and threw them in with the pleco tank. And I took some of the Paraguay limas and put them in with the angels. And it just so happens the male I caught, most of the Paraguays have a yellow dorsal fin. This one has like a reddish orange dorsal fin.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna see if that actually translates into the juveniles when they start having them.
No, you don't eat rabbit food. Rats eat rabbit food.
Why are
Okay,
you
rats
staring
eat
at me?
anything.
Just go night. Oh, you want the light off?
Okay, correction. Dogs eat rabbit food. Yeah, it's sort of weird because around here, sunset platies are like pretty common still. But we never see like blue platies and rarely see green lantern platies. Maybe it's like a regional thing.
Do they still have Mickey Mouse platies?
Yes,
Okay.
I have some Mickey Mouse platies. And I think one of my platies is a balloon molly.
Well, a Molly and a platy look totally different. So
Yeah, I know. That's why I think it's like jumped into a different tank because it just doesn't look like a platy. I have to admit that Roundhouse does have a good selection of fish. Did somebody bite you? Did somebody bite my dog?
sorry, your dog was
Uh-oh.
giving me the look.
Boogie. How could you do that, Boogie Woogie, the fat dog? Fat dog, fat dog. What we gonna do when the dog gets fat, fat dog? I swear, he turned 5 years old and got fat. But I hear it's a hound kind of thing. But I like my hound dog. Huh, you ain't nothing but a hound. And if I would have heard Old Red sooner, I probably would have named him Old Red. But he really is a boogie woogie woo. Yeah, see, when I go to Texas next time, I want to hook up with one of the guys out there that goes out into the ditches and stuff and catches fish. Because, like, my kids work all day, and I don't have anything to do during the day. And shit, I'll drive down to Houston. One of my Great Danes came from, it's east of Houston, the alligator capital of the world. I forgot the name of the town. And I wanted to go to, down, they were 500 feet from the Gulf. And I wanted to go down just to see the Gulf. And she said, not right now, you don't want to go. She says, go look in the ditch across the road. And there were baby alligators. There were like lots of baby alligators. And then she showed me in her backyard the large alligator that they killed that was trying to get into the dog pens. So I decided I didn't want to go wrestle any alligators. Yeah, we actually have wild Mexican tetras in one of the rivers here. I just haven't been able to go trap any. Um, but I can't get down to the water by myself. Which just pisses me off. But it's like I really want to go fishing, but I think I am now limited to going to the handicap fishing pond because it has a wheelchair ramp and it's wheelchair. Hey, Craig, it's wheelchair accessible. I caught a little bit of your live today when I was driving around. I got a phone holder for my phone. Which is really bad because now I can watch live streams when I'm driving.
Oh yeah, that won't end in tragedy.
Now I pretty much have to really drive, pay attention.
Hey, Mrs. Poeseewi, how did you get your van up onto the third floor of this high-rise building? I don't know.
It was a flying van.
A dog came out, and I turned the wheel, and the next thing you know, I'm on the third floor.
No, I have the problem. He still wants to sit in my lap, only he doesn't realize he's not the size of his head anymore. It's like, when you were a little puppy, it worked. You are no longer a little puppy, and you're all muscle, and he weighs like 85 or 90 pounds.
We had an old English sheepdog that thought it was a lap dog.
Oh, Great Danes always think they're lap dogs.
Yeah, Great Dane I think would be bad too.
Okay, let's go find some underground caves in central Texas and catch blind cave tetras. That would be so cool.
Yeah, no thank you. You know how easy it is to get trapped in a cave?
Well, yeah. Oh, I find really cool driftwood and rocks when I go to the lake. We have flagstone out here, and there are crystal intrusions in some of the flagstone. So if you break it right, you get like just a whole flat side of crystals. And they look great in fish tanks. And well, one of mine got black hair algae on it, and it was actually fairly easy to clean off of the crystals. Oh, you have a Great Dane? I am so jealous. I had Great Danes for 20 years, and the last two were my service dogs, and I lost my last one to a Chihuahua in Walmart. It jumped out of the shopping cart and shredded my Great Dane's leg. And my trainer said it would be $2,500 with no guarantees to try and make him not small dog aggressive. So he actually lives on a cow.
I would have soccer kicked that Chihuahua.
Oh man, if I could have caught it.
Across the damn store.
I'll tell you, the lady grabbed it and ran.
That dog would be singing, "I believe I can fly."
Yeah, so I haven't had a Dane since. And my mom's had a new neighbor move in to her apartment complex, and he has one of the giant Danes. His name is Tucker. And made me miss my Dane so much. And I can't get another one until I limit myself to 4 dogs. And my oldest is 6, so it's probably going to be a while before I'm ready for a new dog. Oh, yeah. I have dogs that are dogs.
What? Your dogs are dogs? Really?
Yeah, they're not like small rats with.
I thought they were aardvarks.
Actually, they probably are about the size of an aardvark. I mean, it's like, people say, oh, God, your dog is big. And it's like, no. Because I now think of like regular sized dogs as smaller dogs.
Oh yeah, when you get people that say, "Oh, your dog is big," they have never seen a big dog.
Yeah.
They've never stood next to a Saint Bernard or a Great Dane or what's that other big ass one?
Irish Wolfhound.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I mean, these things are like small horses.
Oh my God. That's the one thing that I cannot do with my service dog is he will not wear shoes.
Dogs aren't meant to wear shoes.
It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. Nope. Oh, well, I got these shoes that I thought I was given some shoes which the lady thought were for Build-A-Bear, and they turned out to be dog shoes. And it's like, okay, pink kids dog shoes. And they'll fit like a medium-ish sized dog. Wow, I'd hate to know how much those Nikes cost. Yeah, I tried getting shoes for my dog, for hot. But now that I usually use my scooter, if it's really hot or really cold, he just wants to get on the scooter until we get into the store. It's funny because when he's on the scooter, people don't see him because he just like curls up and lays down. Like people go, oh my God, you have a dog. Shit, I had the dentist come in. He checked my teeth, did something else. And as I was getting ready to leave, Leo got up from the end of he was sitting at the end of the chair. And the dentist was like, has he been here the whole time? Well, yeah, that's true. I have 3 dogs in the bed now, but you can only have 1 dog in the bed. Well, in a twin-size bed if you have a Dane. But they're so great. They're still my favorite dog. And I have a friend who I actually went to the Denver airport a couple times and picked up a couple of her imports. She has, she has some huge European Danes. And maybe someday I'll be able to get one of her older females because she only breeds them like twice as a service dog. Because I didn't feel comfortable at first because for mobility, you're supposed to use the same harness as a guide dog.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. It's not stable. So with a Great Dane and the service dog vest on, they have a handle on it, and you're like in almost direct contact with the dog, and that's much more stable.
I go for the harness style.
Let's see, my aunt doesn't. She used to live on Second Mesa, but now she lives down below. I remember going out there and with my kids, and it was my kids' first introduction to native raising corn, as they were each handed a bucket and shown how to water each corn hill one at a time. I use a like the horse halter, the gentle leader. Um and it's funny because it's like, well, New Mexico still has mask mandates, so it's like, okay, look, I put on my nose, you put on your nose, then we could go into the store. But I mean, he is pit, so he's oh, down below, Hopi has 3 mesas that people live on, and then there's the flatter area. Um, and my aunt lives on the flats, and she grows lots and lots and lots of blue corn. Oh, and Peaky. Oh, I totally love Peaky, and it's such a pain in the butt. Oh, I would literally be dragged down the street on my butt. Yeah, I have a pity mix now, and he's like a really good service dog. He's really smart. He's a little too possessive over me. He doesn't like homeless guys. He likes pretty much everybody else. And if you're an older person with a walker or a wheelchair, he thinks it's his duty to help them too. And he is totally in love with my mother. All you have to say is we're going to grandma's, and he just starts getting nutso. And then he walks in between us, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm the working dog. I got 2 ladies. And his tail's up wagging, and he's like strutting down the street or strutting around the store. It's like, he can be pretty funny sometimes. My mom just, at least she realizes that she can't take care of a dog because she couldn't take him for a walk. And I have help and a nice big backyard, so he can take himself for a walk.
I'm going to have to call it.
Yeah, I probably should too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized what time it was.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all next Monday. And
no, maybe not next Monday.
Why?
Because you said you might not be doing it on Mondays anymore.
No, okay. I want everybody to think about if there's another day that'd be better. Because for me, Tuesdays are always really busy. So I'm open for any other day. I'm staying up late and then having to wake up early Tuesday. It's the only day I have to wake up early. Which is why I'm not sure why I picked Monday, but
why don't you do it Friday night? Because then everyone can stay up.
Well, I'll look and see what the schedule's like. I don't want to invite too many people. So anyway, everybody take care. Thank you again. And
have fun, y'all.
I'll see you all on Monday. And I'll get those stickers out on Wednesday. So if anybody wants stickers, my email is on my About page, and I'll get them out. Yeah, I'm mostly a night owl. So, except for Monday nights because I need to wake up on Tuesday morning. So, anyway, with that, I'm out of here. And adios, my friends.
Have fun, y'all.